Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Just want to hop on, make a quick video about just, where to begin, I guess. Like, why am I making these videos and what to expect, I suppose. My name is Jay, and I'm a Christian, and I believe that I have a responsibility with the knowledge that I have to not keep it to myself, but to share it. And I'm not a very social person, and I figure the best way for me to reach the most people would be through making videos. I know a lot of people have become extremely successful with making videos and gathered huge followings of millions upon millions of people. It's hard to even believe sometimes how successful these people are, these creators are. And good for them, it's really amazing. They put a lot of hard work into it, I'm sure. That's not really my goal. I'm not looking for a following or to accumulate success from this. I'm simply seeking to just, like the Bible says, be an ambassador of hope, be an ambassador of His Word, and to speak the truth in love, and to not keep it to myself. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of I listen to a lot of different podcasts about the Bible, stories in the Bible, what it says, how to teach it, stuff like that. But I don't actually have any education. I've never been to college or anything like that. I graduated high school, that's about it, and it wasn't a Christian high school, just public school. So all my information and knowledge that I've gathered is just from watching videos, going to church, reading my Bible, and meditating on it in my own time. When I first came to Christ was when I was 19, so about 8 years ago. I'm 27 now. It was about 8 years ago, maybe 2015, something like that, 2015, 16, something like that. I was heavy into using drugs and alcohol. I was using meth, cocaine, heroin, drinking like crazy, just anything I could really get my hands on. I was just looking to escape, and I was very self-destructive. I didn't believe in God. I didn't have any desire to believe in God. I really just wanted to die. That's the best way I could put it in the simplest words. I didn't want to be alive anymore, and I wasn't even really at the end of my rope. I still had a job. I was still holding up a job, and I was in a relationship and had an apartment and stuff like that. But people in my family knew that it wouldn't be long before something even more serious happened. So my mother came to me, fortunately, and started suggesting rehab, and I thought it was kind of a joke. I didn't expect anything to come out of it, and I just kind of did it to appease her, to get her off my back. And it turned out to be the best decision I could ever make. And I'm really thankful that that happened. I went away to this place called the Dream Center down in Los Angeles, and that's where I met the Lord, and He revealed Himself to me, and He just rescued me and made me new. And so I spent 2 years down there at the Dream Center doing volunteer work, and just pretty much church every single day is pretty much what it was. It would be either some kind of service in the morning or some kind of service in the evening, 7 days a week. I think Saturday actually would be the only day that we didn't really do anything. So it was a really strict program, a lot of rules, that seemed silly, and a lot of people in the program. I think the program at any given time would have between 75 and maybe 150 men. It would fluctuate pretty heavily. People coming in and going out. It's a free program, so I don't even think you need health insurance. I think that you just need to be accepted. I can't exactly remember how it worked, and it's changed a lot since I've been there, because that was almost 8 years ago. And I actually ended up going back after about 5 years, and it wasn't the same place. So, but that's another story. Anyways, the Lord used that place to turn my life around, and it wasn't exactly smooth sailing from there. I came back home after 2 years, and my plan actually was to join the Army. And so I had signed up and went through the MEPS program and got accepted, and they sent me back home to Oregon to say goodbye to my family before sending me to South Carolina for boot camp. And when I was in Oregon, they changed their minds, I guess, and denied me into the service, and so I didn't end up going into the military. And that really crushed me, because I believed it was what God wanted me to do, but I was just wrong, which is fine now. I mean, at the time it was really just hard to handle, and it led me down another dark path, back into drinking really quickly. I started drinking pretty much right away, and just felt confused because I thought that this is what God wanted me to do, and it didn't happen. So what was I supposed to do? Because I left the Dream Center to do this. I left the program, which I really loved, and if I could change anything, it would be never to leave that place. But the Lord had different plans, and I'm grateful that He did. But it was another long, dark period. I just fell into drinking and stopped going to church, stopped praying, stopped reading my Bible, and eventually stopped believing again, and just was back to where I started so quickly. It just happened so fast. And I was there in that place for about 7 years, I guess, 6 or 7 years. And the Lord brought me out of it again. I just came again to the end of myself, just wanting to die. And I just cried out to the Lord that He would just help me. If He would help me, then that's all I wanted. And I promised I would. I mean, I shouldn't make promises about stuff like that, but that if He pulled me out of it, I wouldn't let anything like that sort of thing, of basically unbelief is what it was, happen again. And no matter what, that I will pursue Him and seek His face and have a relationship with Him, no matter what the cost is. Even if I think something's supposed to happen and it doesn't mean that He's left me or has led me astray. It just means that maybe I did something wrong, or maybe that just wasn't exactly what He wanted. And so I've got a new perspective now, and I'm really just glad to be back with the Lord and looking forward to this new season and this new journey with Him. And so, yeah, that's just basically where I'm coming from and what's what my background kind of looks like and what motivates me to do this sort of thing. Uh, is just that I really enjoy helping people, and I know that this is the only help that there is. I've I've done it all. I've been on medication. I've been to counselors every day. I've done all that stuff with doctors, and um, none of it worked. And the only thing that has ever brought relief, even for a moment, has been Jesus Christ. And it's the only answer that I've found. And I've looked everywhere. So I want to share that with other people because it's just so amazing to me that someone that's just done all the things that I've done can be welcomed into the family of the Lord. Um, the Lord said that Jesus said that He came for the sick, and I was sick for a long time, and He's been making me better. So I want to share that with others. So anyway, that's just the beginning of this story, and I can't wait to see what the Lord has planned. And I've been asking, like, where do I even begin to share besides my own life story? And just what I get from the Lord is start at the beginning. That's where every good story starts. And so, starting at the beginning, like, what are we looking at here? And it's really amazing to have this book, the Bible. It's just crazy that it exists in the first place. It's outlasted kingdoms, empires, kings, and been preserved for thousands of years. All these ancient stories that are really eternal. They're endlessly applicable even today. And that just completely blows my mind that someone so far back in history can relate to someone in this modern age where things are so drastically different than they used to be. Where it's like we're in a completely different universe almost. And in a way, I guess we are, but just like when I think about the Bible, I just think about how amazing it is that we have it, that we've been able to preserve it over and over and over again. Through scripture you can read, and through our own knowledge of history, what we've learned is that people have tried to stamp out this book and tried to systematically destroy the Jewish people, and they've never been able to do it. Over and over again, they've tried to, as soon as Christ died and rose again and sent out the disciples, you can read about Nero and all those ancient stories through the last 2,000 years of people trying to destroy Christianity. And then, of course, everyone knows about the Holocaust and trying to destroy the Jewish people. And it's never been successful. God has preserved us and preserved the Jews and His Word, which is something that He promised He would do. And it's just amazing to see God's work in that way. So yeah, that's just the beginning. I think that's where I'll end it for now, and I think in my next video we'll get started on creation and the fall of man, Adam and Eve, and just kind of talk about that, see what it says, and we'll just kind of walk through I don't think I'll read word for word all the way through. I mean, maybe that could be really interesting to do, word for word read through the Bible and talk about it, video by video. But yeah, I don't see why not. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see what interests people or where the Lord leads me. So yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.